There's an overused expression about politics and how much can change in a week, but it really has been that way in Western Australia. There's been such a constant in WA for the last 6 years in the powerful and popular leadership of Premier Mark McGowan. But on Monday, he made a shock announcement that no one saw coming, that he would be stepping away. He says that he's tired. In fact, he's exhausted. He says the COVID-19 pandemic took it out of him, and so has the weight of daily politics. A few months ago, he says he realised that he no longer has the energy to fight another state election, and so it's time for someone else to lead the state. First elected in 1996, Mark McGowan initially arrived in WA to work as a lawyer for the Navy and then became member for Rockingham, working his way up through the ranks as a minister in various portfolios and shadow minister. He then became opposition leader in 2012 and had a failed election in 2013. But come 2017, he took the Labor Party to a record-breaking victory. And then that was only topped in 2021 when he had the ultimate landslide election victory, which all but cleaned out the Liberal and National parties in Western Australia, and he has then led with a massive majority. Now, that landslide victory was fueled by Mr. McGowan's huge popularity, which first exploded massively during the COVID-19 pandemic. When COVID-19 arrived in Western Australia, the Premier was quick to close WA's borders, which some did not like, but many in Western Australia saw it as a gift which allowed them to go about their daily lives relatively as normal when compared to other places where people were suffering. It also allowed the economy to stay up and running, and under Mark McGowan, the state has delivered surplus after surplus, fueled largely by enormous demand for commodities, particularly iron ore. And Mark McGowan took on Treasury himself in 2021 and, as Treasurer, delivered record-breaking surpluses for Western Australia. Speaking on Monday, Mr. McGowan said that what he wanted to do when he entered politics was leave Western Australia in a better place than it was when he started. And he says he does that today on his last day of work as Premier. Now, his replacement is set to be his longtime deputy, Roger Cook, after a short but tumultuous leadership race among the Labor Party here in Western Australia to find Mr. McGowan's successor. He will lead as the 31st Premier of Western Australia, with his deputy set to be Transport Minister Rita Saffioti.